Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nisha and I make videos about all the things that I love. But today we are going to talk about intermittent fasting, and I have a few tips for you guys, things that worked for me, things that I feel like get a little complicated when they're not. But first we're going to talk about the different types of fast, because I think that's probably the main thing most people get confused about, because there's a lot of fasts that people talk about these days. It's becoming way more popular, and so all these new fasts are coming out. And I probably won't address every single one out there, but we're going to talk about a few. So let's start with a real true fast. And what does that mean? So a true fast is a water fast, and that means you only drink water while you fast. Just water. You can have electrolytes depending on your medications. It depends. You'll have to talk to your doctor about that. But for the most part, it's just water. No, not anything else. Literally nothing. And I no matter how many times I say this, I always get someone in the comments saying, on a water fast, can I have this? If the question isn't, can I have water? Then the answer is no. On a true water fast, you can only have water. Now, you can modify that, and some people will drink black coffee. Plain black coffee, no fat, no cream, no sugar, no sweetener, nothing. Black coffee, which water and coffee beans, that's it. Same with tea and hot water only. No sweetener, no fat, no cream, nothing. So coffee, tea, and water. And that's pretty effective as a true fast. And then you start getting into modified fasting. So depending on who you follow, you can do a fast that includes bone broth and fat in your coffee and cream in your coffee. And so Dr. Fung, if you follow him, he does that type of fasting, and it's highly effective because he uses it on his patients who see extreme benefits. So if that's the way that you want to go, I would recommend buying Dr. Fung's book. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll put a picture of it right here, and I'll also link it in the show notes for you. He's a wealth of knowledge in fasting. He's like awesome. Okay, and then there's the type of fasting that is only fats and liquid. So you put fat in your coffee, like bulletproof coffee, but still no sweetener. And then we get into dirty fasting, which is what I do. I didn't know that it was called dirty fasting, but I have been told. Someone actually asked me, do you dirty fast? And I was like, I don't even know what that means. So I did some research, and that's what I do. I do a modified intermittent dirty fast. That's what I do. So I fast for anywhere from 16 to 22 hours. It depends on the day. I am breastfeeding. It doesn't seem to affect me at all. I make sure I get electrolytes and lots of water in, but then I also have sweetener in my coffee, cream in my coffee, maybe some flavors during the holiday season. Some people even go as far as drinking energy drinks or Bang or sugar-free Red Bull, stuff like that. And they find that they don't see any downsides to that. And I'm not here to encourage you to drink Bang energy drink, but there are people who do it that way and still see benefits of fasting. So if you're new to fasting, I would make sure that you venture slowly through those types of fasting and find what works best for you. Now, you do not have to fast to eat a ketogenic diet, and you don't have to eat a ketogenic diet to intermittent fast. However, they do go very well together because you're able to fast more easily after you've become fat adapted, after eating a ketogenic way for 6 to 8 weeks. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. I have a whole video about fat adaptation. I'll put it right here and link it in the notes for you guys if you're interested in knowing what fat adaptation is about. But for the most part, most people who are eating a ketogenic way, eating super low carb, high fat, good protein, you're going to become fat adapted, and you're going to naturally start to intermittent fast. That's how it happened for me. You don't have to force it. There will come a day where it will be 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you'll just be like, haven't eaten today yet. And I'm fine. I haven't been someone's head off, and I haven't been miserable. It just happened, which means you have probably become fat adapted, and your body is able to use ketones for energy, fat for energy, and you're just on your way to intermittent fasting naturally, which is pretty cool. Main thing to remember about fasting, intermittent fasting, and longer fasts especially, is that you need to make sure that you are drinking plenty of water, unless you're doing a dry fast, which I'm just never going to do, and also getting your electrolytes in. Now, electrolytes are sodium, potassium, and magnesium. So those three are very important. Salt, I find, is the most important. There are so many types of electrolytes on the market. There are unflavored and there are flavored. So depending on whether you're doing a clean fast, then you're going to want the unflavored. And if you're doing a dirty fast where you're going to allow for sweeteners to be in your beverages, then a flavored electrolyte will be just fine, as long as it is a 0-calorie, ketogenic approved sweetener like stevia, allulose, monk fruit, those type of things. Some of the main ones that I've used are LMNT, those are flavored. Redmonds has flavored and unflavored. I'll link all of these down in the description, and if I have a promo code, I'll put them down there too. Keto Chow has unflavored. Now, Keto Chow has come out with a new electrolyte, but it's really more than just electrolytes. It's electrolytes and minerals, so it's got boron, iodine, all kinds of good stuff in it. Actually, my sweet husband worked on that product with Keto Chow and kind of consulted on it. So I do really like that one. That's the one I've been using mostly these days. Now, I will say, like I said, it's not flavored, but the flavor of it is going to be salty and minerally. So it's going to have a flavor. It just won't be strawberry or lemon lime. It's going to have a very bold, intense, salty taste, but I don't mind that. And if it bothers you, then you can make sure that you just do it in small doses. So just a little bit at a time instead of the full dose in the morning. I put about 1/4 of a dose in my coffee. I put some in my scrambled eggs. You can cook with them. And I also put them in Beckett's scrambled eggs. So we all use them in the house. But like I said, you can just use electrolytes or the fasting drops from Keto Chow. But the mineral drops obviously have much more to provide other than electrolytes. But I will say, if you're going to use the mineral drops, make sure you're getting plenty of salt, because it doesn't have as much salt as I would normally recommend for you. But if you're using Redmonds and salting your food appropriately and licking your salt rocks, then it's gonna be fine. Some fasts that I don't really see the point of are egg fasts. I don't understand what the point of an egg fast is. Sometimes I guess I egg fast because I eat a lot of eggs, but I don't think there's something magical about eating only one food over a certain period of time. It sounds just redundant, and I don't see the science behind it. If you think that it's super and you just saw great benefits doing it, then by all means, do it. I don't see any point in that, and I don't think it's necessary at all. The main thing to remember while you're fasting is just to listen to your body. If you are miserable, then eat something. If you are starving and you feel bad, eat something. A good fast will feel good. When your body is ready to do that, it will feel good. The first time I tried to fast, it was a epic fail. But the next time I did it, I got in over 24 hours and I felt amazing. I wasn't hungry. I had so much energy. I was so clear and focused. I got so much done in that 24-hour time period. So much done. It was awesome. It shouldn't feel bad. It should feel good. And if it does feel bad, give yourself a break. You're not competing with anybody but yourself. So give yourself a break. Try it again the next day or the next week, and just keep modifying it. For women, sometimes I've found, for me especially, if I try to fast right before my cycle, I don't feel good. But if I wait till the week after or the week after that, I feel great. So if you're a woman, keep that in mind. We all know the week before our cycle, we kind of get crazy and want to eat everything in the house. And so maybe not the best time to try your first longer fast. All right, that's just a few little tips that I have for intermittent fasting. I may do some more videos like this. If you have questions about fasting, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if this was helpful, make sure you hit that thumb and consider subscribing to this channel, because I do lots of videos just like this one and so much more on this channel every week. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. I will see you in the next one. Love you, mean it. Bye.